It's the GOAT here, the greatest of all time, Clementine, blow your mind, one of a kind. You can't be serious. I am serious. I'm in Syria, the new Syria. Bashar al-Assad, bye-bye amigo, hope you're having fun in Siberia. This is Syria. I'm being serious. Syria, women, that's right, women's basketball. We're talking about practice. Allen Iverson, I love you, brother. So I'm gonna give you a little panorama, sponsored by my three girls, Monique, Unique, and Technique. They're in Southern Africa and Mozambique. I'm here in Syria, and I'm being serious. Like, you know, John McEnroe going to the referee in tennis going, that ball was on the line. You can't be serious if that was out. So I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here. Look at what's going on. Show you some of the Arabic signage here. The new flag of Syria. It's a new day. We're gonna see what happens. Let's see some hoop. Now, if you notice some of the signage, this thing you see in the distance, that's called the Super Cup. You might be asking, what is the Super Cup, Mr. Sports Travel? I am the greatest of all time, Clementine, blow your mind. That's why I'm going to tell you. So, FIFA, that's football. FIBA, F-I-B-A, that's hoop. And in this part of the world, the belly of the beast, the Middle East, they have what's called the Super Cup. Think of it like the national championships of the best teams in the Middle East. You've got Lebanon, you've got Qatar, which is smooth and pretty like me, like butter. You've got Saudi Arabia, and you've got here, Syria. You can't be serious. This is the National Basketball Stadium Arena in Syria, and you know what, out front I'll put up a picture that they ripped down Assad's poster because they don't like that dude no more, and he bye-bye to Siberia. So the Super Cup is like a championship of the West Asia Basketball League. Kuwait's in that. You got the UAE, the place to be. Bahrain making it rain. And of course, because I'm the greatest of all time, fool, I've seen hoop in Bahrain. In fact, I saw a big FIBA match last April in Bahrain. That would be 2024. But I'm like the Bee Gees. I'm staying alive. It's 2025. So that's what the Super Cup is. So like Lebanon will play at Syria, UAE would play at Kuwait. Think of it like international basketball, but belly of the beast, Middle East style. And you can even see over in the distance there, a media zone. That's when a pretty boy like me that been writing for college basketball time since 2012, look at me, 14, 13 years later, I'm still pretty, like a girl. So that's where I would sit with my media pass. So, having a good time here. These girls are just practicing, following their passion in the new era, the new age of Syria. So, to keep you inclined, it is currently a Thursday, 20 February 2025, and I'm looking good and looking alive. It was only about 2 months ago, boys and girls, where Bashar al-Assad was like, oh, they're coming for me at my big presidential palace in my 300 cars underneath the garage. Where's my plane to Russia? Thank you, Vladimir Putin. So he got the hell out of here. So it's only been 2 months, and the Syrian government is still putting things together. For example, I crossed the border today from Lebanon. I don't tell a few family and friends that, and I didn't even have to pay for a visa. Well, I had to pay $50 to my guide because the government's getting some money. But it might be more in the future, and probably was more in the past. That's why I came because it is a nice transition period going on here. So I think the future, if this government is going to be open, it'll be open to different faiths and religions. The neat thing about Syria is you have Christians, you got Muslims, you got Turks, you got Kurds, you got all these different ethnicities. You got the Ottoman Empire way back in the day. Do your research. I'm not the history teacher like Mr. Dale. He was mine, and he was great. So my point is, this is a unique time in Syria, and so it's very interesting to be here. Now, truth be told, the national sport of Syria, as it is in most of the world and most of the Middle East, is go football. right? Soccer. Americans call soccer. But basketball is the second most popular sport. In fact, I have seen, like in Bahrain, for example, where I saw that match last year, not as big as this stadium, about half size. It was packed, Jack, and the fans, they was going nuts. In fact, if you look at that video, you'll see I wasn't lying. Then I saw another match in Kuwait, keeping it straight. It wasn't that crazy. It was a big gym like this. So, basketball, I'd say, is the second most popular sport in the Middle East. So, I'm going to do a little bit more zooming and zamming, and then I'll give you a little panorama of this here gym. But think about this, it's only been 2 months since the new Syrian government took over. They got a new flag, they got a new leader, they're trying to reach out to the world. We'll see what happens. Watch this video, 20 February 2025. I'm staying alive, I'm here. Now let's watch some more hoop. So as you can see, oh so pleasantly, I give you a nice panorama. We got some patriotic stuff. Now this is the new flag, different flag than the Al-Assad regime, Bar al-Assad, bye-bye to Russia. This is the new regime. So I showed you that right here, and then check out up there. That's a new flag too. Now, I want to be respectful because I'm a guest in the house of Syria. And it's important when someone comes into your house and they say take off your shoes, you best take off your shoes. You're a guest in their house. And of course, I'm the greatest of all time. And I was in the ring, you coming to my house, I'm gonna knock you up silly. George Foreman, hawking your grills, better pray, Sugar Ray, we're up the ram, whoop you like spam, Leon stinks, you stinks. But you see here, the coach of the Syrian women's national basketball team, she's teaching these ladies how to do what Shaquille could never do. I can't shoot no free throws. We know, Shaq, we can't, but we still love you, brother. So, they're practicing, and then you also see more practice going on the other end. Looks like a little bit of a team meeting. Now, I'll put up some other photos that I took. I took way one up in the nosebleeds, because you know, I'm like the Bob Uecker of Mr. Sports Travel. I'm up in the cheap seats with people. I'm having a good time. And by the way, have I showed you? Look at me, I look good in everything. I look good in this, I look good in this San Diego State asset. How could it be that I could be the greatest of all time, prettiest thing that ever was, whipping all these boxes, and yet I'm still pretty? It's because I'm the greatest, that's how. Tom. Sports fan traveler. So, and then I also going to show you a picture of me out front. Now, what's unique about this gym, over on this side of the gym, I'll put up a picture. You can see like maybe this part of the old Bashar al-Assad's face where I ripped his poster down. But on this side, you got a basketball, half of it, like cutting it in half, like a lemon peel, orange peel, apple peel, banana peel, you know what I'm saying? And I got a picture of me with the Syrian flag above me, because of course I do. I'm not the world's greatest photographer, but I'm pretty good. So I hope you're enjoying a little bit of this tour here. As you can see, it's a pretty informal practice. There's no uniforms. It's very mellow. I gotta thank my good friend, Fabi, with Golden Tours. Fabi's daughter is out here on the court. But because I respect people's privacy, I'm not telling you who she is, and I'm not zooming in because I haven't asked for their permission. But I will show them this video, because if they don't like it, I'll delete it, but you'll never see it. But I saw it because I took it. But anyway, that's how I ended up getting here. I hired Golden Tours, and they're quite fabulous, and that's why I'm here checking out this here basketball. I also put up a football picture of me in one of the big stadiums, because I'm a smooth talker and my guide's a smooth talker. He was able to get in there and take some nice pictures too. But not only that, Jack, I saw some little niños, little kiddos, little future superstars of Syrian football kicking the ball around, and I got a picture of that too. And you know what? I did all of this in less than 8 hours. Maybe it was 10. It doesn't matter. I get around. I'm like the Flash, super fast. That's why I whoop all these people in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Okay, let's watch a little bit more hoop. Hope you've enjoyed it. Having a great time here. The people here in Syria, they're very curious. And the main takeaway here is when you think about the era of Bashar al-Assad, think police state, think Saddam Hussein. You don't want to mess around with Saddam until that brother's in a hole, and then he's gonna get hanged. They caught his sorry ass. Bashar al-Assad, we gonna catch you, brother, and you're gonna get your justice, and you ain't getting out free, and your wife, she ain't gonna get out free either. So keep you hiding in Siberia. But the difference now here in Syria is that there's this hope, there's this optimism that even though the leader of Syria has a history of, well, let's just say he's not exactly going to win Citizen of the Year anytime soon, what we're hoping is that he's going to be open so that Christians here in the Syrian community, the different ethnicities, the Turks, the Kurds, and you got some crazy ISIS people in a good part of Syria, not near Damascus, because I ain't no fool. I never said I was the greatest. I never said I was the smartest. Well, I ain't the dumbest. I'm not going to where those ISIS people are now. But hopefully, the international community, including the new Syrian government, is going to wipe those brothers and sisters out. Hopefully, we're going to have peace, not here in Syria. We're going to have peace everywhere. In Palestine, all around the world, USA, making it rain, in Ukraine, and Putin. Hopefully, you're going to be a nice brother. If not, you're going to die at some point. We're all going to die at some point. Let's enjoy our lives while we can. But the main takeaway I found here in Syria, especially in front of the big mosque, I was sitting there, and I was the only one with short sleeve shirts on. So at the assistance of my guide's over here, she's very private, I decided I'm going to wear this San Diego State sweatshirt. But I'm in front of this mosque, and all of these Syrians, they have the new Syrian flag. There's this joy in their face. So there's this like sense of optimism that is very captivating. It's very unique. So it's going to be very interesting to see what's it like in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, 15 months, 18 months. And is Jimmy Buffett, the late great singer, one of my heroes, one of my icons, not as much as my late father was my icon. As Jimmy Buffett would sing, only time will tell. Let's watch some more hoop. boys and girls, we are back, and I get to pick when the end of the show is. This is the end of the show, don't you know? Kokomo, my name is Joe, Mr. Sports Travel. We'll see you next video. Adios from Sirius. You can't be serious. I only got 51 countries left. I am the greatest of all time. See you next video.